Welcome. My name is Pat Wetzel, and I'm the founder of the AntiCancer Club. I'm a reasonably adventuresome person. I've traveled and lived in a number of places, went to an Ivy League school, worked in financial markets. I ski, hike, kayak, play tennis. I'm a private pilot, and I fly sailplanes. I'm also a total foodie. But my biggest adventure so far has been dealing with cancer and the changes it's brought into my life. Cancer turned my world upside down. It's introduced new thoughts, ideas, and perceptions into my life, and I want to share that with you. It's relevant because we're all on a life adventure. What will we make of it? This isn't just for cancer patients and their families. It's a quest for discovery that impacts all of us. The food we eat, the thoughts we think, and the people we surround ourselves with impact our health on a daily basis. Through stories, science, and medicine, we'll look at the incredible impact our choices have on our own lives. Our guest is Eileen Kaplan. Eileen had cancer and turned to humor to manage it. She's written a hilarious book, Laughter is the Breast Medicine, and has a second book coming out. She's an inspirational speaker as well. Welcome, Eileen.
Well, thank you very much for having me. This is just so much fun.
Eileen, how did you take charge of your cancer diagnosis?
Taking charge. Well, I found the cancer. I found the tumor. And I really think that my first occupation in life, being a registered registered X-ray technologist, really toughened me up to the medical scene. So I was I was very interested in health my entire life. And so I was checking my breast religiously every month, and I found tumor number 1 in my right breast by breast self-exam, which I said the other day, it saved my life and it's free of charge. So the breast things in life are free. So we cried and cried, and we got our crying over. And I called my primary care physician and said, well, I think I found a lump in my breast. And the receptionist said, well, you have an appointment next week. Why don't you come in and he'll check your breast then? And I said, well, I think you should cancel that appointment. Thank you. I'm headed to Boston. So I called my gang in Boston where my gynecologist was, and they said, come in right away tomorrow morning. So I was in Boston the next morning and, got the big squeeze, the mammo, and the ultrasound. And there it was, as sure as day. And my gynecologist called me and said, well, we see something there, so we're going to have a biopsy. So I said, oh, okay. So we went in for a biopsy, and that told the truth, the proof in the pudding. I received a call from my gynecologist, and she said, Eileen, you have ductal carcinoma in situ. And I said, well, is that, and she said, that's DCIS. So I said, well, okay. And she said, we have to set you up for a lumpectomy. So I was referred to a magnificent breast cancer surgeon in Boston and met him with my husband and had my lumpectomy, and it did prove that there was a tumor there, and it was ductal carcinoma in situ, which is the most common of the breast cancers. And then, it could be stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, invasive, whatever it may be. But it wasn't going to tell until the proof came back from the lab. So I waited a few days, and I heard from my breast cancer surgeon. He said, Eileen, there is definitely cancer there. It's invasive stage 1. However, it hasn't reached your lymphatic system. So I said, oh, something, that's really a blessing. And we just took charge. My oldest daughter said, Mom, this is how we're going to handle it. She said, everything negative, we're going to turn into a positive. My youngest daughter said, okay, Mom, we're going to rah, rah, sis boom bah. She was the cheerleader of the crowd. And my husband turned into Nurse Arnie. So that's the way I handled it. And all our wonderful friends and the rest of our family were on prayer lines all over the world. So that's how we took charge.